you string pickers out there. Welcome back to the String Pickers channel here at Obscene Studios. I'm your host, Casey, and it is new guitar day. Look at this thing, man. 5-string fretless bass. Really, really nice guitar. There's a story behind this. Today we're going to do a little setup on it. But there's something about this guitar you may have noticed already or may not have. 5-string bass, 7-string guitar, 2-in-1. What about that? 2 necks, front and back. Quite an odd bird, I will say that, but it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I was very, very surprised with this. But yeah, today we are going to do some reviews on it, some setups. Basui is the brand name of this guitar. I picked this guitar up from winning a contest. I don't really say winning a contest. It's basically they have a Facebook page called Free Guitars. If you get on there and you upload your own stuff, playing music like I have, I think I've got like 75, 80 videos on there. When I joined the group, I just wanted to join because it was a good outlet for my music, for one. For another, it was just, I really like to be inspired by others and would like to inspire others. So I got on there and started posting videos. And see, what you do is you just post videos of you playing guitar and showing your face and answer the questions in the About Me section of the group correctly. And then you're entered. Every video that you put in, you're entered, and they pick you out of, when I joined, there was like 30,000 people. I think now that there's somewhere around 70,000. Not really sure. But a New Year's Day, what a way to start off the New Year's. I got a message. What model do I want? Originally, I didn't pick this model. I picked another model that had a fretted 5-string bass, and I wanted that one, and it was a natural wood color, even though I loved the sunburst on this one. So I got a message a couple of days later, hey, we don't have the model you're looking for. However, we have this one, and it's a fretless. Well, as a musician, I'm always looking to grow in my experiences with different instruments. And so basically what it had come down to was I wanted to learn fretless for a long time, and I knew bass, but I had never worked with fretless, and it was in the color that I originally wanted, but it didn't get with a fretted. So I ended up with this guitar. He says, we have one that's fretless. I said, you know what? I've been wanting to learn fretless for a long time. It's going to change up my playing style a little bit on bass, but I think I can wing it. And so they sent me this. And this is what I got. I got a 7-string on one side. I've been wanting to get back into 7-string playing. 7-string on one side and a 5-string fretless bass on the other side. Already done the unboxing video for them on their Facebook page. They asked to do 5 videos of me playing the guitar plus an unboxing video. And of course, that's the only thing they asked. They sent this to me. No shipping was involved. I had no money out of my pocket at all. And just showed up today. So yeah, we're going to go through this thing. We're going to look at it, and we're going to do some deep dives into some stuff. And this will be a series on this guitar that we're going to do, because there are several things that I need to do to it. Number one, I need to polish frets. I need to condition fretboard. Need to put some good D'Addario strings on it. And I've got some flat wound D'Addarios coming for the bass side, because these are round wound and kind of rough on the string or on your fingers when you're, doing your thing on them. But really cool guitar though, man. Look at this thing. I mean, how cool is that? And it's nowhere near as heavy as I thought it would be. I thought that it would be, there's a little bit of neck dive because of the bass. But I mean, this thing is just amazing. The neck is sort of a unfinished type satin sort of feel to it. Hand glides across it. There is no divots, you can't feel the wood grain or nothing. It's finished really, really well on both the 7-string and the 5-string part of it. Just an amazing, amazing guitar. I plugged it up already and tried it out, but we're not going to do that, I don't think, in this video. I think this video we're just going to do some specs on it. We're going to check out pickup output, and we're going to change some strings. So you guys just hang in there and we'll talk some more about this. Okay, we got her up on my makeshift workbench here. Overlook the mess. It's kind of terrible. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take these strings off, and we're going to put on a set of D'Addario 7-string. I love D'Addario brand. Nowhere near famous enough to be sponsored by them, but would love to be. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But yeah, so anyway, the story is this group that I was in, like I said earlier, posted a lot of videos. Really liked the group. The support there was just simply amazing. I just couldn't believe how supportive the members of the group were. There's several people that were just amazing. Always had good comments. I had 75, 80 videos as of right now. I think I had about 64, 65 videos before I was picked to get this guitar. And not one negative comment. Not one single negative comment. Which was just absolutely amazing to me. To have 70,000 plus people, and for, and then have that kind of support. It was just absolutely amazing. I had never thought that I would ever, as much negativity as in the world today, you always run into some of those internet trolls, so to speak, out there. And so I figured they would be full of them. And I've kind of, when it comes to that kind of stuff, I kind of got a thick skin, because, there's always somebody that's going to be negative, somebody that's always going to say things or do things, and half the time they don't even know what they're talking about. And so, it's just one of those try not to let it get to you things. Well, I really don't. I generally just avoid that kind of mess altogether. I tell you one thing, I need some sharper wire cutters. What I need. This must not be my good pair. But yeah, so anyway, I had posted videos, and there is a kid from England, somewhere over in there. He had won one of the guitars, and I was like, man, that's cool. They're actually giving away these guitars. I figured only moderators or admins, people like that would get them. So, however, that wasn't the case at all. I mean, at all. I just couldn't believe it. And then I looked at the kid's profile and I was like, well, I've been in here a month longer than he has. So I ended up kind of chalking it up to, it's a randomized thing. As long as you follow the rules, then you get picked for one of these guitars. And so went back, checked, make sure I was abiding by the rules and everything that I did. And on January the 1st, I got the message, what model do you want? And I've told you about that a few minutes ago. However, still skeptical, because there's something that you've got to know about me, and that is this. The only thing I ever win is a chance to try again. And that's it. I'm not lucky at all when it comes to sweepstakes, when it comes to lotteries, when it comes to gambling. I've never been lucky, so I've never done any of those things to amount to nothing, because if I do something like that, then basically I have to know that it's going to be, the money is going to help somebody rather than for me to win something. Okay. Done spotted a couple of things that I need to address. Now, keep in mind, I am not complaining. This guitar was gifted to me for free. I did not pay a penny for this guitar, but this bridge has got to go. Probably won't be done this time. Probably do it on next string change. A new bridge is going to be put on here. Next string change that I do, I'm going to order one and get that in. Another thing that I've noticed is that the 13th and the 15th fret were both high. They was rocking like crazy. But I took my handy dandy tool here and I got them back down to where they need to be. And so right now what I'm going to do is, being as these frets are sort of a copper zinc mixture, I'm going to tape off the fretboard, and I am going to go through and clean these frets and polish them up real nice. I'm just glad the other side don't have frets now. Uh, but then I'm going to time lapse that so you guys don't have to sit and watch through the whole thing. So just bear with me, and I'll get that going, and hopefully by the time it's done, it'll be ready to tune up and play and all that good stuff. Okay, so what you didn't see in the time lapse was I had shut the time lapse off, and I had decided that I was just going to come back in a little bit and do the intonation and the saddle height adjustment, stuff like that. Normal guitar stuff that everybody does. Uh, but I didn't do the time lapse for the rest of it. So basically, what I had to do was intonated the strings. Uh, is got those good and intonated, and they are really sounding pretty good. Adjusted the pickup height, had to adjust the truss rod. I don't know what gauge of strings come on this guitar, but the set of strings I put on it was tens, and you can tell because it sure did put a whole lot of bow in the neck, and so I had to compensate for that. And still may adjust it just some. Not really super happy with the string height, especially this low A string. I've got it drop A. So I'm probably going to adjust that some more, but the rest of them are good. I like where the other six are. So it's been a long time since I played a seven string, so I'm having to get used to having that extra big old thick string up there again. But yeah, got it done. Of course, uh, this thing traveled across the ocean, and I knew it would have to acclimate to the climate here. I knew that these being copper nickel frets, that they would have some tarnish on them. So I cleaned them up, polished them some. They're shiny now. And the only mods that I think that I'm going to do to this guitar is probably going to figure out if I can go with a different style bridge than this. I'm not really happy about the bridge, but I'm not complaining because, like I said, this was given to me free. Um, I'm not sponsored by this company. They didn't pay me to say certain things or about this guitar. I accepted not one penny. As a matter of fact, as I said earlier in the video, I put up about 65 or 70 videos of me playing guitar to be entered in a chance to win this, and I won it. So, am I excited? Yes, very excited about it. This thing is just absolutely remarkable, like on a level that I've never, in all of my years of playing, have ever seen. Uh, the versatility, everything about this guitar just screams metal, which I'm going to be playing other stuff with it, especially with a five string fretless bass. But that's pretty much part one of this video. I am going to play a short little demo, and then I am going to work on the five string fretless side, which I have some flat wound strings ordered that should be here next coming Monday for this side. Uh, Not like it needs it, it's just a personal preference on bass, especially non fretted. I like a good even slide across the strings, so it uh, doesn't feel like I'm moving across sandpaper. Uh, but yeah, that's the Basui. Haven't thought of a name for it yet. Really super pumped about this guitar, and and I hope you guys will come back and enjoy the ride along with this guitar. And like I said, I know that we all find problems in every guitar that we get. At some point or another, we run into one or two out there that we have purchased or bought that they always have problems. I have never once in my entire life, and I've owned 60 plus guitars by now, more than likely, and never once in my life have I ever bought a guitar right out of the store and it be just ready to play and I didn't have to do anything to it. Uh, Growing as a musician, I have found that it is inevitable that when you buy an instrument like this, especially any stringed instrument like this, you're going to have to do some work to it to make it your own. And basically, that's what I've had to do with all of my instruments, not just this one. I have put all of these instruments on the bench at one point or another. I have looked them over and have set them up just for me to where I'm comfortable playing. And I guarantee you, and all you musicians can relate, you go out and get your buddy musician that lives down the street or across town or whatever and bring him over, and he's going to sit down right there in your chair in your little home studio. He's going to pick up your guitar, and the first thing he's going to say is, "Man, this thing is perfect. It sounds just right. Everything is good." And then when you hand him that guitar in a sale, here, you could have this guitar for $400. And he buys that guitar and takes it home. Guess what he's going to do? If he has any knowledge at all, he's going to do one of two things. Number one, he's going to take it to a luthier and have it set up for him. Number two, he already knows how to work on them, and he's going to put it on his own bench and set it up for himself. So no two people are the same when it comes to guitars and basses and what have you. So yes, was it a process? Most definitely. I have done more work on this guitar than I've done on any guitar I've ever owned. Mainly because the concept is new, the design is new to me. Trying to get everything right, uh, in a sense that I want it to be comfortable in the hands. So let me just cut the video right there and let you go into a little bit of a demo of this guitar. And I'll play some tones on the 7-string side, and you guys can check that out. Thanks for watching. Come back anytime that the door is open. But for now, it's closing, so you have to get out.